Hello everyone, and welcome to another Throne and Liberty video. As the Korean beta is gearing up, we're seeing so much more information, some videos, some leaks, and honestly, this is an exciting time to be a gamer. This is an exciting time to learn about this game, and as always, I'm going to try to bring you guys the best MMORPG and video game coverage here at the channel. So hello everyone, and welcome to my channel, by the way. My name is Brian if you happen to be new, but returning subscribers, you're already in the know, and hopefully you guys look forward to my next stand-up comedy set, which will be rolling out hopefully sometime this week over on Ginger Prime Comedy. But we're here about Throne and Liberty, so let's talk about the latest dev update. This is a letter posted over on the Korean site. Note that with the Korean beta, I am not actively in, but Jay Evenly, aka Oddly, he's got two channels, just kind of like me in this regards, multi-channeling, and he's actually going to be in the Korean beta and he'll be streaming it, so hopefully we'll be able to check out his stream and start doing some more gameplay analysis as this gears up. Keep in mind, mark June 7th, 8th on your calendar for more information coming from Amazon Game Studios about this, Blue Protocol, and so much more. All right, let's go ahead and dive into it. This is going to be translated, so I'll do my best to paraphrase, but if you guys have any questions, sound off below. Jump in the Discord, be a part of the community, and let's get started. Hello, this is Moon Young, who is in charge of Throne and Liberty. Thank you guys so much for your interest in the liaison section team. It is a shame that I cannot be here with everyone who applied for the test, but I hope you have the opportunity to meet more people in the future. The reason why I come to you in this form as a developer note before the test is to make sure you're weak, that you have more valuable time sharing in the purpose of the status of this test as we prepare beyond just a greeting. In this note, we explain why we started beta testing and what we can test, as well as what is currently struggling with. Now, as I mentioned the beta test announcement video, in a need to objective evaluation from outside the development team, that was the main reason for preparing for this liaison section. I don't know why I say that with a French accent, but we're just going to roll with it. This isn't the first time that we released Throne and Liberty to anyone outside of the development team. There have been many and few in-house tests that recently we've conducted the final test, which is a weird name, with a small number of users. All in the past tests have helped us improve Throne and Liberty, but we are thirsty to collect a lot of feedback from the environment, as it was equivalent to the actual service, not an account set up for testing. Now, after much deliberation, we decided that we would be a good idea to have a larger beta test, and this is the result of receiving some practical feedback from many users and conducting large-scale tests, and can mainline various matters such as servers, maintenance, updates, and operations as necessarily to process and complete the fun in a stable game service. Now, this beta test journey to complete Throne and Liberty with all of you who love MMORPGs more than anyone else. Among all things you've experienced in the test, there's a lot of things that were already within the development team that we're already aware of, and we are working to prepare fixes and improve them. If you add up the play data and valuable opinions of the many people, you'll be able to find the best direction. We will keep an eye on various opinions left of the bulletin board, community and test questionnaire, etc., and actively reflect on them, so please send us a lot of good opinions. Now, what is a beta test? Well, this is a test in which that starts on the 24th of May, and it will introduce you to the content that you can experience to tell what aspects of the data feedback that they're trying to collect. Things that you can enjoy while testing. Most of the content you'll be able to experience during the 1 week test is untuned, and the highest level you can reach in the test is, it says level 1. The Arc Boss Queen Bentley, which will be featured during the test, is only the content which is outside the level 30 limit. So I guess that's the translation error. Looks like level 30. Originally, it is a boss that can be encountered at a high section, but we thought that we would be interesting with the content to the large number of starters that could come back together, so we decided to balance it out for the test and release it. I think that's what we're talking about here with this giant sand worm. So that's gonna be fun to see. Now, the system that allows you to wear two weapons at the same time is also a key point of the test. When it comes to weapons and wearing your weapons, it's easy to think of class swapping, but the way TL chooses to do it is different. TL's weapon system is one more of a secondary weapon on top of a main weapon. As a result, the skills used in battle are diversified, and passive skills corresponding to the two weapons can be applied to the character at the same time. We'll be interested to see what combinations you prefer and how many different combinations are made. The memorial system, which opens up new contents in the world with the cooperation of the server personnel, is also an interest to the developers. So we're looking forward to seeing what our testers do and hoping that the system, which requires the unity of the entire server, will bring new vitality to the gameplay in the MMORPG community. I'm going to talk about this. Like, I love server-wide, community-wide aspects. I talked about this in a concept called asynchronous multiplayer. Even if we're not actively, engaged in PvE or PvP together, that we're all still working towards this bigger, broader, wider, ever-stretching goal, whether it's passively, actively, or at least just something that is going on behind the scenes while we're doing the act of quests and more. So I'm really excited to see how that plays out. Now, they want you to play with your guild. I think MMORPGs is a genre that is only valuable when we are together more than anything else. TL's content and systems are designed to be more fun with others, especially when you join a guild, and join it, apparently. It is fun. The fun is multiplied. In addition to enjoying guild-exclusive content such as guild quests, guild raids, and conquest battles, you can also share the rewards of an individual participation in local events such as your guild members, and you can feel the experience growing both of yourself and the guild through guild activities such as purchasing guild skills through the resources collected and by the guild receiving effects on guild members. I hope this test will be an opportunity to meet valuable people who can start the guild and gain experience to create a stronger and stronger guild in the official service. So we want to hear about our business model. We know that one of the biggest concerns you have about Throne of Liberty is the business model. This is something that we are thinking about the most through the beta test. We want to unravel Throne of Liberty's business model and hear from you. The business model we're showing you is not fully complete. It is a process of reviewing various improvements within the development team. We want to release the version that is best prepared and been prepared so far, and based off the data and opinions collected throughout the beta testing. We will show you how it has been completed through the official service. However, I would like to clarify that none of the products that have been prepared for have been intentionally hidden. For the standpoint of preparing a global service, it is the developer who will construct the business model in the form and can be understood by users in the global market. Please share with us your feelings, ideas, and frustrations, and other thoughts about the business model, and we want to carefully refer to your voices at present and make the best business model possible. So let's test the economic system centered on exchanges. In addition to the growth in content, we think the factor that makes MMORPGs the most active is the economy. In Throne of Liberty, you'll earn money in selling your rewards you earn as a result for playing exchanges. The fees generated in the process are designed to be redistributed to players throughout some direct or indirect competitive content. In the resistance effect, you can experience that this beta test and one exchange fee redistribution systems. However, please note that the exchange fees collected during these beta test periods will be very small, and we've applied random rewards and the resistance event. In addition, there are safeguards in place because some erratic play can lead to us oversupplying of an item, or conversely, someone else monopoly carries too much of a risk to turn around the economy and at once collapsed. However, we are wary that the safeguards in place could undermine the willingness to actively participate in the economy, and we will try to find a reasonable solution before the service launches. And finally, we check the environment to provide stable services. Configuring and maintaining the server so that a large number of users can meet together and play stably is also an important thing to check and go through beta testing. We will collect various exceptions and that may occur in the service environment and prepare for a stable official service. There's a big difference between testing in-house, servicing in a real-world environment. Therefore, regular inspections are scheduled. In addition of the regular inspections, temporary inspections may be carried out on other various reasons. Thank you guys so much for understanding. Now, Throne of Liberty is most fun when you play together. If you join us in completing Throne of Liberty through this Rasmussen section, we have definitely rewards for you, and we hope that you have a pleasant experience. We look forward to you and welcome you to the world of Throne of Liberty, and he appreciates that. I think here, what we're hearing, at least how I'm kind of interpreted, especially the monetization aspect of it, is it's important to have our voices heard, and it's also important to note that how it launches in Korea doesn't necessarily mean how it's going to launch globally. What we want to see is it respect the player's choice and where they want to spend your money. If you feel like you're pressured to spend money I think that's an easy way to burn out of any game. You can let me know how you feel personally. However, my personal philosophy is thus. If you're an adult, I don't care how you spend your money. If you're an adult and this game is good and you love it, you spending money on this game is a good thing, because we want good games to thrive. When we think about a marketplace of ideas, that makes complete sense. If you're a kid or you're a vulnerable adult, you don't have full capacities, etc., I don't want to see any systems that play into gambling and addictive mechanics that could, compromise you. If you don't know how money is made, if you're, just spending it willy-nilly and you find yourself in a world of hurt because you're chasing some kind of dream, that's something that I'm going to call out. I'm going to be very well aware of and wary of. However, I do feel that, especially as the markets, and when we talk about these games being long-term investments, that I think if it ends up just being a cash grab, that actually hurts their long-term investment plans. It also hurts Amazon's plans for the game as well. So I do feel that we're going to see an interesting monetization system. I do feel there'll be those out there who are anti-MTX and anti-free-to-play who are going to be actively negative on it, and there's no real fixing that. That's their religion at this point, and I'm going to respect it even though I don't necessarily agree, because I look at the whole market. I look at all of the factors that are being applied, not just what we all wish would be the way that it was. Anyway, this is going to be an interesting test, because for some of y'all, you're going to see what you see and you're not going to like it. And it's going to be frustrating because maybe in your mind you built this game up to be something that it wasn't or was never going to be. Some of y'all are going to be thrilled and excited, and we're going to have a lot of fun talking about and playing this game. Hopefully for the next coming decade and more. I think that's essentially kind of the excitement about these online MMORPGs. But I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to stop rambling. I thank you guys so much for your support and watching the video. If you made it all the way to the end, be sure to comment below what you like the most about the video itself. That would be good for me to have that kind of feedback. And if you feel like it earns it, hit that like button, as it's a great way of helping these videos out within the algorithm. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wish you guys all the very best. Hopefully I will see you in the next video. But until then, take care.